Hi, it's Alex from Laughing Place. You're watching Laughing Place on location. We are in fabulous Las Vegas for CinemaCon, taking place at Caesar's Palace. We are going to talk about everything that Disney showcased while they were here at the festival. Alan Bergman hosted the Disney presentation, started with The Devil Wears Prada 2. None of the stars were available to attend. They're on a global press tour to promote this film, which comes out May 1st. But we did get a special video message from Anne Hathaway, and we were all given a copy of Runway magazine on our way out of the presentation, which was a really cool souvenir. Jon Favreau, director of Mandalorian and Grogu, stopped by. He introduced a brand new trailer.
Exciting to have Star Wars back on the big screen. I'm happy to get the fans of all ages back to the movie theater to see Star Wars the way I first experienced it. Star Wars made me fall in love with movies. I saw it for the first time with my dad, and that opening shot with the ship passing over my head that went on forever, it just changed my life. And since then, I've gotten to be an usher in the movie theaters for Return of the Jedi, and now I get to make a Star Wars movie, which is a bit of a dream come true. I had gotten to only direct one episode of the whole series, which was the first episode of the second season. And now I got the opportunity to do this, and using all the collaborators that I met along the way, like Dave Filoni, who was doing second unit with me, Peter Ramsey. I hope that our excitement and joy and love of Star Wars translates to a new generation of fans seeing it and experiencing it the way we did for the first time. We filmed it to be experienced in the cinemas. We have over 49 minutes of expanded aspect ratio sequences that were created specifically for IMAX and other large format theaters. Which means that we built sets. We were able to do things on this. On the show, we had to turn around in months, and here we had years. So we got to use practical sets, stop motion animation for creature work. We got to do a lot of beautiful work that ILM did digitally. We also got to do motion control miniatures that John Goodson and John Knoll put together. So it's been a real dream project. And we had a great time making this film. The performances from Pedro Sigourney and Jeremy Allen White are terrific. They're great in it. As I said, ILM has now done itself with the visual effects, and I'm fortunate to have a brand new score from now three-time Academy Award winner Ludwig Göransson, bringing an epic feel to this movie. And people know Baby Yoda, or Grogu as he's really called, through all forms of pop culture, and we can't wait to introduce him to a brand new audience with his debut on the big screen as well. And having the opportunity to continue the legacy that George Lucas created by bringing Star Wars back to the big screen is a real honor.
Tom Hanks and Tim Allen received a standing ovation when they took the stage together to promote Toy Story 5.
We have both had this experience where we've been somewhere public and an adult with a little kid has said, "Oh my gosh, it's Buzz Lightyear, it's Buzz Lightyear, it's Buzz Lightyear. Honey, this is Buzz Lightyear." And a kid looks up and sees that.
One kid had it looked like he was going to pass out. He said, "That ugly man ate Buzz Lightyear."
I have to, when they say it's Woody, I have to explain to the child, I need you to close your eyes. Close your eyes. I know, this is spooky. Close your eyes and just think of Woody with the boots and the hat. See how tall he is? Now just think of him, okay? All right, are you thinking of him? See what it looks like? Okay. You and I better get back to Andy's room before everything falls apart.
I always go.
And that's all because of the work we've all done together in order to bring the motion together.
And I gotta say, but instead of us telling you more about it, why don't we just show you a little bit more of this film?
So, here is another exclusive clip from Toy Story 5, and we will all see you at the movies in your theaters on June 19th. Thank you very much.
Thank you, guys.
Dwayne Johnson stopped by to promote Moana. He shared a heartfelt story about how the character, his portrayal of Maui, was very much inspired by his own grandfather. He even showed a picture of his grandfather, and he was joined by the new actress playing live-action Moana. So here is a look at their introduction.
I lived with this character of Maui for 10 plus years, but also even beyond that, because in Polynesian culture and lore, Maui is omnipresent, ever present, and Maui is very real to us. So, when I say past 10 years, the very first time we came out with the original Moana, the animated version was just an amazing experience for us as Polynesian people. And Maui has been with me for over a decade, and to have this opportunity to bring this larger than life, powerful, yet at times vulnerable demigod to life just means so much to me, because as many of you know, and maybe some of you may not know, but the character of Maui was deeply inspired by my grandfather, the High Chief Peter Maivia. And thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you. He's walking in the clouds now. He passed away when I was 10 years old, and we were close. And I guess as close as you could be as a 10-year-old kid. But before we move on, this was just a decision we made about 10 minutes ago. I want to show you guys a picture of my grandfather. Can I do that for a moment? So, I love you too. Thank you for saying that. I appreciate it. That's my family over there, guys. It's not though, but thank you for that. It means a lot. So anyway, this is my grandfather, and he inspired the character of Maui. I'm gonna hold this up, and I bet you the cameras can zoom in. Thank you for that. He'd be very proud right now. I mean, it wasn't just like his hair and his tattoos, and he was a big man, and he was so powerful, and he was so charismatic, and all the things that Maui is. And he loved to sing. My grandfather loved to sing. With his ukulele, he would play. Tough guy too, as well. He had a wicked sense of humor, one-of-a-kind spirit. He'd love to sing My Way. That was one of his favorites, And I Left My Heart in San Francisco. But the spirit and the mana found its way into Maui about 10 years ago when I gave him that emotion. And so I do feel such a deep connection and pride and gratitude to channeling my late grandfather on screen. And so when you guys see Moana, and you see me embodying Maui in this live action version that I'm so excited to show you guys and show the world, I think every word, every lyric that he sings, "You're welcome," like that is, and every chee-hoo, like that's my grandfather. So this is for you, High Chief. Yeah. Thank you. Please welcome your rising star, my friend, and our Moana, Catherine. Catherine, welcome to CinemaCon. Ladies and gentlemen, there's Catherine. So we're fresh off our first interview ever. Very good. Just 2 years ago, Disney announced that you would be the world's live-action version of Moana. And I want to know how you feel about that, and I want you to tell this crowd how that was for you. But first, I do want to say, just personally for me, that I had the greatest front row seat to sit and watch you perform in this way and carry this massive responsibility on your shoulders. She's like, I did. Yes. But it was really amazing for me, and I'm so proud of you. So tell them how that was, that experience.
It's been a complete dream come true to be a part of this moment. I grew up watching Moana with my family, and now to be a part of her story, I'm incredibly excited. I can't believe I get this experience, and I'm thrilled for audiences to be able to see the movie in theaters this July.
20th Century Studios sent along a couple of trailers. One was for The Dog Stars from director Ridley Scott, which stars Jacob Elordi. The other one was Whale Fall, which is an underwater thriller. It was the most intense underwater footage I've ever seen. A diver got attacked by a giant squid and swallowed by a whale. This movie looks totally gripping. Searchlight also sent along a sneak preview of Wild Horse 9, starring John Malkovich and Sam Rockwell. They both play hitman, and in the clip that we saw, they were on their way to Easter Island. Walt Disney Animation Studios sent along a first look at Hexed, their winter release. It was the debut of the character Billy, voiced by Haley Steinfeld, and Herman Alice, voiced by Rashida Jones. We saw footage of Billy arriving in a magical portal where a sentient book and quill asked her a couple questions to make sure that she was worthy of being administered into Hexed, which looked like a little town, quiet village. It's very much a brand new Disney animated film, but it gave me some throwback vibes, particularly to Beauty and the Beast. So I'm very much looking forward to learning more about Hexed. Ray Romano, Dennis Leary, and Queen Latifah stopped by to introduce first footage from Ice Age Boiling Point, the 6th film in the Ice Age animated franchise.
Yeah, this is the first time we've all been together for a long time.
Yeah, for years.
Yeah.
This is awesome.
Love to do this.
6! Ice Age 6!
Ice
Ice Age 6!
Yeah! Do you know how long ago we started? The real Ice Age didn't last this long, folks. It's great though, great to be. We were younger, we were much younger.
We were so much younger that now Ray just became a grandfather.
I became a grandfather and I can't wait.
How about that?
Can't wait to show the little guy this one, the new one.
Yes.
It's great.
And we are so excited that we get to bring you the next chapter. And it's heading to the big screen early next year.
That's right. In Ice Age Boiling Point, we are catching up with our characters at a little fork in the road in their lives.
But luckily for them, a trip to the lost world where new, treacherous obstacles and an active volcano will bring that jolt of peril that they've been missing.
And, like every Ice Age, right? It all starts with everyone's favorite saber-toothed squirrel, Scrat. And this time, joined by baby Scrat.
We're all having babies. We're all having babies.
And the biggest title on Disney's slate was saved for last, Avengers Doomsday. Kevin Feige was joined by the Russo brothers and Robert Downey Jr. to unveil a brand new trailer that included a lot of footage of the Avengers with the X-Men, and it ended with Thor talking about how menacing Doctor Doom is. We only saw a little bit of Doctor Doom in the trailer, and that ended with the arrival of an old friend. He released Mjolnir, which flew into the hands of that old friend, which was, of course, Steve Rogers. And then Chris Evans surprised everybody by taking the stage. Here is a look at that.
Victor Von Doom is the greatest Marvel villain of all time. Yes, he is greater than Thanos, but he's not simply a villain. He's one of the most complex Marvel characters. He's a scientist, a technologist, a genius, a magician, and he's always 3 moves ahead of even the most brilliant heroes, which is what makes him virtually unbeatable. Now, there's only one person on the planet Earth who could take a character as complex as Doctor Doom and breathe the kind of life into him that could become a landmark cinematic event.
You got any sympathy for the devil? All right, just checking. My God, here we are, CinemaCon. It's on! It's on! Let's count it down! I am just joining the thrill ride it is to be back with Kevin and Joe and Anthony, and honestly, I couldn't have imagined reuniting with this amazing team after such a glorious run of success and creative joy, let alone as a new character, the Doctor, Victor Von, look, he's right here. Wildly epic, to say the least. And you know what I want to do? What I want to do is give away like 37,000 spoilers right now. Should I, just for fun? But wait, hold, let's circle up, guys. Let me just check. Let's get a little something. Okay. How about instead of that, I just show you
some footage, some stuff that no one has yet seen. I think that's a fair compromise, and this can only be known as the trailer of Doom. It is the architect, and the brothers Russo are the interior designers. Then we must admit that the heart of this home, the reason we are really all here, is the centerpiece, the kitchen sink, the kitchen island, the first Avenger, Captain America, Steve Rogers, Chris Evans. Hey, pal. Things are still a little tense.
You know, I said I would only come back if there was a real reason. And in Doomsday, there is a very real reason that these heroes need Steve Rogers. Now, it was 15 years ago that Downey and I began sparring as these characters, and we fought together. We fought against each other, sometimes on the same team. But this guy that you've made, this guy, I love you, Downey, but this guy, I don't like it. I don't like it.
That's fighting words.
And that was followed by one last viewing of that same trailer. It was so good, we had to see it again. Beyond Disney's showcase, Sony also debuted some new footage from Spider-Man Brand New Day. Tom Holland appeared via hologram instead of in person. He's busy filming something else, I'm sure. We also got a look at Beyond the Spider-Verse, the third and final entry from the Spider-Verse trilogy, which will be coming in 2027. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Laughing Place on Location. Tune in next week for another exciting episode. Thanks, have a great day, take care, bye.